Hi, we are from group K2T10 and these are the group member Kong, Andy, and Koh, and me, Ling. In this video, we are going to present the title of the assignment that we did, which are coastal erosion, structural engineering, water resources, and geotechnic transportation. As our meeting with the other two groups, which are K1T20, K2T16, we have explained our assignments to them, and in exchange, they explained their assignment to us. Without wasting time, let's begin our video. Civil engineering can be considered as the second oldest engineering discipline that deal with design, construction, maintenance of physical and naturally built environment, including public works such as roads, bridges, canals, dams, airports, sewage system, pipelines, structural component of building and railway. With creativity and technical skill, civil engineer perform as a problem solver, meeting the challenge of pollution, traffic congestion, drinking water and energy needed, urban redevelopment and community planning. In fact, there are a lot of branches in civil engineering, such as structural, environmental engineering, transportation, geotechnical, water management, and construction management.
In structural engineering, the civil engineer must be able to design the structure with maintenance, efficiency, and other economic concerns to ensure that they last through the years. Thus, they need to understand and calculate the strength, the stability, and rigidity of built structures for non-buildings and also buildings. Environmental engineering is the application of science and engineering knowledge, concept, and principle to restore our natural environment and solve environmental problems in order to provide a healthy environment for all living organisms. For example, environmental engineers are trained to design or analyze water treatment plants, which are categorized as sanitary waste treatment facility and potable water treatment facility.
Transportation engineering is a branch of civil engineering that is involved in the planning, design, operation, and maintenance of safe and efficient transportation systems. Transportation engineers are required to design and analyze highway, railway, airport, urban, suburban route network, parking lot, and traffic control signal system. It concentrates on human behavior, traffic light system, route, and traffic jam. Geotechnical engineering is the study of the behavior of soil under the influence of loading force and soil-water interaction. Geotechnical engineers are required to analyze the subterranean rock and soil to determine its suitability to support extreme load. Proper geotechnical engineering is essential for a safe and secure structure.
Water resource management is the activity of planning, developing, distributing, and managing the optimal use of water resource. Besides that, water management also involves the use of hydrology and hydraulic principle. The field of water resource management will have to continue to adapt to the current and future issues facing the allocation of water. In construction management, there are few types of construction such as residential, commercial, industrial, and environmental. A construction manager needs to apply the knowledge of construction method and equipment, principle of finance, planning, and managing. The job of the construction manager is to provide quality control and ensure project is complete on time and within budget.
Based on the water resources assignment, this assignment requires us to name the river that act as water resources at the area that we live and the company that manage the water treatment plants. We also need to make a research on the pollution rates of that particular river. Besides that, we need to name the company that manage the treats the domestic residual water and which river does the wastewater such as urinate being flowed into. The location between the company and the place that we live need to be recorded. This allows us to know that how the wastewater in our living place being treated. Other than that, we also need to name the company that treat the garbage or waste product and how often does that particular company clean the river. Same, we need to locate the location between the company and the company that manage the waste product and our living place. Based on this assignment, we can get to know that which river act as the water resources and in our living place by knowing that we as an civil engineer can think of many ways to improve the flow of river and the ways to reduce the pollution rate of that particular river.
After the discussions with group from K1, we obtained the information of the assignment on coastal erosion and mitigation, which is under the field of water resource engineering. Coastal erosion is the loss of coastal land due to the net removal of sediment or bedrock from the shoreline. It can be either a rapid onset hazard which occurs very quickly, maybe a period of days to weeks, or a slow onset hazard which occurs over many years. Coastal erosions can actually bring significant impacts such as loss of habitat, buildings, infrastructure, facility, and also landscape quality. In order to mitigate the effect of coastal erosion, some engineering methods are usually used throughout the world. One of the methods is the application of jetty in river and maritime wall, which can help in avoiding build-out of unwanted sediment by collecting and sand on one side of it before it leaves the structure. Besides that, a seawall which is a hard structure can be constructed parallel to the coastline that reduce the effect of strong wave and to defend the coast around a town of sea erosion. Not only that, rivermen which are a hard structure of stone and concrete can be built parallel to the sea or at the in front of the beach to protect the slope against wave or current-induced erosion. Furthermore, breakwaters can be built parallel to a shoreline to defend the effect of weather, wave action, and long shore drive. Moreover, beach nourishment can be applied by adding the sand and sediment to a beach to replace sand and sediment that has been eroded away. It is one of the most popular soft engineering techniques of coastal defense management schemes. Last but not least, vegetation can also be used to encourage downgrowth by trapping and stabilizing brown sand. In conclusion, coastal erosion can affect our environment and living in many aspects. Therefore, it is necessary to implement this variation method to mitigate coastal erosion.
The cell weight of a building is the basic data which is required in the design of a building. Based on the data, the member arrangement, size, selection of material, and the detailing in the member cross-section can be designed. In the assignment, we are required to calculate the total weight of a building in School of Civil Engineering. N48 is chosen to carry out approximate measurement of each part of the building, such as roof, slab, beam, and column. After that, we need to calculate the mass based on the approximate density of its material. Firstly, we have to do some survey in N48. To calculate the weight of each column, we can use the formula density equal to mass over volume. So, we need to measure the height, length, and weight of the column, as we can get the volume of column by multiplying the height, length, and weight of column. After calculate the mass of column, we have to convert it into Newton. Then we can calculate the total weight of the column by multiplying the weight of each column with total number of columns. Same step are repeated to find the total weight of slab, beam, dash and class. The weight of roof is calculated by finding the total area of the roof and multiply with the density of roof. The load carried out by each column can be calculated by dividing the total weight of building with the total number of columns. Then, to calculate the load carried out by each beam for roof, we have to divide the total weight of roof with the total number of beams. Lastly, we have to divide the total weight of one floor with total number of beams to find the load carried out by each beam for one floor.
Transportation assignment have been given due to the infrastructure of land is considered as part of civil. The civil engineer had to build the road, highway, tunnels, airport, and else. When we talk about transportation, that means vehicle used by human. The traffic control is important to make user more safety. In this assignment, we are going to describe how to improve routes and transport system at the School of Civil Engineering. We are also asked to provide pictures and diagrams as evidence. Before we do this assignment, we had to do the survey for the condition of traffic at the School of Civil Engineering. We need to find out the problem of the transport system which can be advanced. For example, in a route that have cars come by different size has bring trouble for university students to cross the route. So we can suggest to construct zebra line, advertisement traffic light, and others. This assignment led us to learn to discover the problems that occur and think the solution.
In the assignment of water resource management, we learned the proper engineering way to mitigate the effect of coastal erosion on habitat, buildings, and landscape quality.
Through the assignment of analyzing water resources, we can have a better understanding about the water resources surrounding us, and we can come up with a better way to conserve and preserve the water resources around us.
Furthermore, through the assignment of calculating the total weight of a typical building, we learn on how to calculate and estimate the basic data to design the building.
Doing the assignment on how to improve traffic system under transportation engineering, we are acquire the knowledge on how to create an advanced traffic management system to facilitate the flow of traffic.
In summary, all these assignments provide us a chance to have a real-world application in the learning process and also the knowledge in each of the subfields.
Through this course, we as a civil engineer are able to apply our skill to optimize the performance and efficiency of community system and use our knowledge to create, improve, and protect the environment in which we live in.
In conclusion, we will like to thank all the lecturers for giving us guidance and let us have a better understanding in civil engineering. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Bye.